Hey everyone, it's C Mystic back here with another pick a card. Today's pick a card will be all about what are you manifesting for this new moon. So this video was filmed in April 2021, but it's actually a timeless pick a card for any new moon, just as my full moon pick a card was timeless for any full moon. So we know that full moons are about releasing and new moons are more about manifestations, what is coming towards you. What is being created, things like that. So I do have channel messages for each pile. I have pre-shuffled, so I did that on camera. That will be attached at the end of the video. As always, the timestamps will be in the description box below. As you can see, we have 4 piles to choose from. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The charm that came out for the first pile was a bicycle. The charm that came out for the second pile was an apple. The charm that came out for the third pile was the sun. And the charm that came out for the fourth pile was a starfish. If you want to take a moment to pause and meditate on the cards, you can. Like I said though, timestamps are in the description box below, and we are going to go ahead and move along to pile number 1. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 1, the bicycle, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. So to start with your channeled messages, you received the number 28, 82, 86, 32, 33, 25, 8, 234, 335, 835. Let's see, the letter H and 2H. I don't know if that means like 2 hours. I'm not sure. This symbol, which is your south node or K2. The Pisces symbol, peace sign. The words hi and go. And I heard the King of Pentacles and King of Wands. And you did have 2 kings show up. I heard Venus, which shows up here with Libra. And let's see. I heard goat, snake, and then frozen and unfurl. So I'm going to go ahead and read what some of these mean. So 28 can represent balance, service, empathy, adaptability, your life purpose, and 8 plus 2 is 10, so that could be like a completion. 86 is letting go of material concerns or a positive change in your domestic life. 82, again with material necessities, it says material necessities are taken care of. 835 represents changes, manifestations, continue on with the life changes that you've been making. 33 reminds you that anything is achievable if you operate in love or for the highest good. And it also talks about the physical and spiritual being intertwined. So it sort of goes along with the number 8 there. Let's see, 32 can represent freedom, creative expression, and it can represent change because 3 plus 2 is 5. 25 represents wisdom, elegance, beauty, taste. So a lot of that, the Taurus and Venus energy there. Changes that are leading to success, companionship. 8 represents balance, the self, karma, or infinity. 335 represents courage. 234 is encouragement and assistance from your guides. Venus, so that represents courtship, adoration, personal taste, and aesthetics. And you have goat, so that can represent New opportunities, independence, faith, reaching new heights. And unfurl, is the definition for that is to spread out from a folded state, especially to be open to the wind. So that ties in a lot with your reading, of course. So right now, your current energy is the devil. So you could be focusing on the negative, or feel tied down or bound to a situation, addictions perhaps, just negativity and toxicity in general. Again, could be a mindset or a situation. So the energies that are going to be with you or influenced here, you have Libra. So this energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. And then you have Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. Okay. And then you have Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. And then you have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So you have Libra, Venus, which Libra is ruled by Venus. So what's interesting is the bicycle that you have here. So I mentioned you had two kings in the channel messages. You have two kings here. And they both come up at the end. And it reminded me of this bicycle here. One wheel representing each king. And trying to find that balance here with the Three of Pentacles. So sort of looks like a bike there with the two circles and then the top part. So this does deal with relationships in some aspect, harmony and balance, and especially emotions. This could be internal. This could be external for some of you. Okay, so we have right here the King of Cups. So this person is an emotional type, very empathetic, sympathetic, diplomatic, but they aren't affected by the chaos around them. They are the master of their emotions. And then the King of Pentacles here, very grounded and concerned with the 3D material world. So this is material abundance. This is hard work. This is not normally a risk taker. This is, playing it safe over here. But again, very focused on earthly matters. And what you are manifesting for this new moon is balance. So this is either internal balance with these two aspects of yourself, or this is you and another person here. But what you're trying to get to here is the Three of Pentacles, which is essentially working together. Working together for a common goal. So it's like the bicycle needs both of these wheels here in balance in order to move forward. So we have right here, this is stability. This represents coming together, stability, celebrations for some of you, okay? And the High Priestess here, she also is sort of the master of her emotions because she is highly intuitive. She receives a lot of spiritual information, but she doesn't show it. So that is the balance that you're going to be working on, or that's going to be manifesting for you. The balance between the spiritual and creative versus the 3D and material. That could be, like I said, with you. That could be with somebody else. So we have Zebra, and it says, let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. Chameleon, stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. So the King of Pentacles does like to take control. And what you're being asked to do is to sort of blend these two energies and not try to control the situation. And then here we have Spirit Fox. Trust yourself in trust your talents in changing times. So this can represent hidden talents and things of that nature as well. And this can represent things hidden. So your numbers did reference changes. So there are a lot of changes going on around you, but it's about remaining still and balanced in those changes. To hold your vision without trying to control it. Now, K2, this symbol represents the karma that you've collected in past lives, if you resonate with that, and in this lifetime. So your personality may lean more toward one or the other. You could be very, let's see, what is the word here? You could be very cautious, very hardworking, and you have trouble balancing using your heart or using your intuition or empathy. And it is about balancing those two. Again, this could be you and somebody else. Be open to the wind. Be open to the changes, like unfurl here. And adaptability with the number 28. And chameleon. So if you were experiencing challenging times here with the devil, with your emotions, balance, and your relationships, that is what you're manifesting. Harmony and balance within yourself and your relationships so that you can create. You can move forward. Your talents could include intuition, but there is going to be a forward movement if there wasn't. If you felt stuck, there is going to be forward movement here with the bicycle and the word go. Okay, so I will go ahead and pull some, let's see. I want to use this Work Your Light deck. Says you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So, true north. We have the south node here, but it's telling you to face your north node. Your south node is like your natural instincts and karma that you have. Like I said, like focusing on material things. If you're have a lot of earth in your chart, for example. So this is about facing your north node. Okay, we have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Yeah. So basically, you're manifesting balance and creation through these changing events in your life. On the bottom of the deck, we have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So there was something else about beauty, wasn't there? Oh yeah, the Venus energy was about beauty. So that could play some sort of role, being more secure with yourself in order to have a balanced either relationship or balance within yourself there. Okay, so that is what I've had for you, pile 1. Let's go ahead and move along to pile 2. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 2, the apple, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. So just like number 1, you did receive a lot of numbers, and I will go through what some of these mean, but I don't want to take away from, for example, if this number has a different meaning for you, I don't want to diminish that by putting my own meanings toward it, but I thought it would be helpful. So that's why I've been looking up the meanings here. So you have number 4, number 34, 39, 84, 82, 332, 33, 235, 52, 55. And then you have X and Y, and it sort of reminds me of like a plot, like the X line and the Y and math and graphs and all that. So you have this plus sign or cross, the letter G, donkey, pilgrim, parrot, perch, easy, twitch, fruitful, gorilla, oceans, buildings, whistle and whistleblower, portrait, Polly. So I don't know if that's P-O-L-Y or the name Polly. And then posing or posy. I wasn't sure. So I can quickly go through what some of these mean. Number 4 is about justice, stability, loyalty. 34 to represent optimism, spirituality, introspection, self-expression, and knowledge. 39 can represent love toward mankind, helping creatively. 84 can represent success through creative abilities, like your gifts and your talents. 82 can represent material necessities in your life being taken care of. Let's see. 33 can represent how anything is achievable if you operate in love for the greater good, and how the physical and spiritual realms are intertwined. Okay, and then we have 235, which can represent courage, ready for action, quality of life in all aspects, learning, but also teaching. 52 represents, again, introspection, mental acuity, expression, again, personal freedom, learning, again. 55 can represent success, progress, fortune, luck. And 5s can represent change. And 10, 5 plus 5 is 10. That can represent completion, just as 8 plus 2, 82 on there can represent completion. So donkey, that can represent determination, will, taking care of yourself. Don't spend, not reminding you not to spend your life trying to win the crowd, basically. Parrot can represent celebration, good things in life to come, looking at the everyday beauty in life and in yourself. New ideas or direction in work. Gorillas, they remind you to recognize your nobility, They have a calm dignity, a quiet honor, self-respect. Perch, I'm assuming that is not talking about the fish. So it's basically when something alights or descends, from the air down to a branch or horizontal line to settle on. Pilgrim, so that is a person who journeys to a sacred place for religious reasons. Poly, P-O-L-Y, can represent, it's like a prefix for many. And posy could be, it can represent shame and honor and prosperity. So about image too. But if it's posing, I mean, it does sort of go with portrait, posing. And then perhaps whistleblower. You blew the whistle on somebody who was posing. Perhaps somebody blew the whistle on you and it has shamed you in some way. But yeah, a lot about your image here. Remaining in dignity. So, the areas of your life that will be influenced for this new moon. We have the 6th house, so the work, health, and duty area of your life. Begin with work. And then we have Capricorn. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So a lot about materialism here. Let's see. Maybe you've been overworking and it's time to rest. Or maybe you're working for the wrong reason, sort of like working like a zombie with no fulfillment, something like that. You get nothing out of it, basically. Okay. So your current energy here is the 2 of Wands. So you could be at a crossroads here. Remember, he has the world in his hands. The world is at his feet. Could be ready to travel, which we did get Pilgrim. And that can be an internal journey or external. So as far as work and routine, that is what this is going to be referencing. You start here as the Knight of Wands is a very passionate card. He sort of goes for what he wants, right? But you also have this guarded energy, this self-protective energy here. Like a wounded warrior type. Perhaps you want to go towards something, but you're just really guarded about it. Or you're dealing with somebody who is quite guarded. But you have these opportunities here. So this could literally be 2 different things with the 2 of Wands. But basically, see, the page can represent a child. It could represent, creating a new creative idea. It could represent spirituality. And this is like an inspirational spark here. So something in regard to children's spirituality or creativity has lit a spark, or will be lighting a spark in you to move forward. So this is a more consistent energy than the Knight of Wands. Wands can represent fire and the soul. And this is more emotions and spirituality, intuition, things of that nature. So you are sort of going in a more intuitive direction here. But you're still worried. Now, we did get those messages about image. So maybe you could have been the subject of gossip. You could feel shame for what you're going toward, or guilt for something, or just a lot of anxiety and fear. So this is in regard to similar energy to here. It's like you're needing to move forward. You're needing to go on this pilgrimage, right? But your fears have been holding you back. Because the King of Wands, he does create, he goes for what he wants, but he can be a bit controlling. So maybe you're either being really guarded or really controlling of how you move forward, because you don't want to make any missteps that would either hurt you or ruin your reputation perhaps. Or perhaps you're worried about moving forward because you've dealt with somebody like this. But I think it's you, because all of this Wands energy we have here, we have the Water Guardian that says connect with your emotions. So you have all of these wands, but then you have connect with your emotion. This is the energy that the new moon is helping you with. This pilgrimage, spiritual growth, emotional growth. Following that, following your intuition, following your passions. The apple can represent birth, mothers, things coming to fruition. Let's see. You did get fruitful. Here we have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So that reminds me of perch. It's like you've been flying and now it's time to sit down for a minute. Perhaps you've been working way too hard. Toward your passions, but you've been overthinking, guarded perhaps, or perhaps you have felt blocked and you're worried that that's going to keep happening. I think you're going to be taking care of your well-being a little bit more, your inner child. We have, I'll start here. We have penguin, and it says, this period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So yeah, you are getting a new start here. But the darkness that you were in, you're scared that that's going to happen again. So you're protecting yourself. We have mouse. You're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. So you're overlooking, you're the bird, you're overlooking. It's time to settle on a branch, to perch, to look around, because there's something you're missing here. There's something you're not seeing. It's also time to rest too, because you need to take care of yourself and take care of yourself and your routines without overworking, because you are going to be going on sort of a pilgrimage, if you will, moving forward. Reaping the seeds that you planted. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to pull some of these Work Your Lot cards for additional information. We do have shrewdness here. Maybe you're worried about money, trying to save money. You're afraid that your pursuits, won't be sustained financially. But again, the darkness is over. Okay, so let's see. Any more messages for pile 2? We have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So you are being divinely guided on this pilgrimage here, on this journey. We have Starseed. What lights you up? So this could be inner child things. Yeah, following your passions here. On the bottom of the deck, we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So we did have something about new ideas or direction and work with Parrot. Also, courage, ready for action, quality of life with the number 235. Learners and teachers, that theme did come up a lot. The themes that came up a lot for you, let's see, justice and loving mankind, creativity and new ideas, introspection, knowledge, learning and teaching, and shame versus dignity. Those were the themes that came up mostly for these. So that is what I have for you, pile 2. I'm going to go ahead and move along to pile 3. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 3, the sun, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. So to start with your channeled messages, you received, let's see, the number 7, the number 11, 52, 222, 322, 422, the letters P, L, M, and S. The word, these words came in sort of fast together. Train, stop, bushes, and then clover, transition, transcendence, truncate, publication, fathom, fairy, and then metamorphosis and changeling, Wily Coyote. I wrote W-I-L-E-Y, but it's actually Wild and then capital E, Coyote. Holy and Witch. I did get a lot of witchy energy, so I don't know if you have a lot of spiritual gifts or do a lot of, spells, manifesting, or if that was a past life thing that's going on here. But I did get that energy sort of almost like a persecution-ish, somebody on trial type of energy for some reason. Don't know. So, what some of these mean, I'll go ahead and read some of that too. So the coyote and fathom, they both have similar meanings that talked about a personality that's difficult to understand, something paradoxical. Okay, so number 7, that is a very spiritual number. It can represent completeness, perfection, spirituality, but even secrecy, intrigue, and hidden mysticism. 11 can represent new beginnings and opportunities. It's very high energy. The energy is gaining momentum. And then you have the sun, which is also high energy. So a lot of high energy for you. So, let's see. Very intuitive and creative energy there. 52 can represent introspection, mental acuity. So there's a lot of recurring themes also about mental acuity and sharpness, slyness almost. Can also represent learning, expression of personal freedom. So I went ahead and looked up the meaning for a coyote since we got Wily Coyote. And it can represent like a jokester energy, revealing truth, paradoxical. Let's see, I can't read my own writing here. I guess that's paradoxical nature. It also reminds you to be aware of the dark side. Clover can represent the masculine energy, which I did not know. It can represent protection. Its charm can guard against hexes and any kind of negativity. So fathom is understanding something after much thought, understanding something paradoxical after much thought. So ferry can mean using a boat or a ship for conveying passengers or goods. 222 can represent balance, experience, growth, and unity. And remember, I'm giving you meanings for these, but that's just to help out, because these could have meanings that are completely personal to you that I don't know about, you know? Okay, so 322. So that reminds you to believe in yourself and to achieve your personal goals. Manifesting through creativity and your gifts and talents. 422 can represent hard work, cooperation, peace to the community, pursuing career, peace. And transcendence is the existence or experience beyond the normal or physical level. And truncate can be to shorten or, to shorten the duration or extent of, to stop. And you did get the word stop. Yeah. Okay. We will see how all of this ties in here, because it is quite paradoxical. Okay. The areas influenced the second house. So that's your assets, finances, and things that you value. Anything, it could be sentimental value. And then we have the fourth house. So that is your home and the roots of your being. The roots. And then we have the tower. So something's uprooted. Some kind of long-standing thing is uprooted here. You start out with the energy of walking away from a bad situation, or travel, or moving toward your fulfillment. Because we do have this new lease on life energy here. Okay. So, King of Wands. So this is a sort of a leader type, a daring type that goes after what he wants. And then you have the Page of Cups with the Three of Wands. So it's like going after either traveling toward your childhood dreams, perhaps. This could deal with a pregnancy or any sort of birth of a creative idea that you were trying to manifest, and sort of looking toward the future with that. Forward planning, foresight, perhaps even waiting for some of you, for your ships to come in there. Then we have you in the Nine of Swords. So this could be you in this mindset of guilt, remorse, shame, fear, sadness, stress, just all the negative, keeping you up at night. But that is going to change. It was clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, which represents change. And it is like fated events. I say that too because not only do you have this card, you have the Tower here. The Tower is a scary card. People do not like to see the Tower. The Tower is a good card though, because it takes away what doesn't serve you and sort of starts from your roots or your foundations here. Okay? So this could be a sudden, unexpected event here. A sudden, unexpected change. Or this could be a revelation. You finally realizing something that get you out of this energy, get you out of this negative mindset. And this information could pertain to the past memories, your childhood, your soul family or soulmates, children, your inner child. But this revelation takes you out of this Nine of Swords here. And we leave you here with the Seven of Pentacles. So, this is manifestation. This is creating, watching things come to fruition and getting your harvest, right? But we have here clarifying, we have the Empress, which is abundance, fertility. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is more so a feeling of lack, or that you were left out or shorted in some way. Some sort of loss here. I'm seeing it as this man here is looking back at what he has lost, but what he has created, what he has gained. Okay? What he needs to nurture, what he needs to leave behind. And that is what he's sort of taking stock of. Because something that wasn't serving you, that was leaving you in this energy, was divinely truncated, right? Was cut short. This could even be an epiphany. It could be a serendipitous meeting with somebody, maybe from your childhood or soul family, that sort of changes the direction that you were going. This negative mindset, it puts you more into in line, in the flow of things, in line with your purpose and fulfillment here. And it sort of gives you new life. Your spiritual gifts, if you resonate with having spiritual gifts, that could be what this is. This new moon can manifest that, where all of a sudden, you know, you have clairaudience or something like that, and it sort of changes the direction you thought you were going. This is a gift from the universe. But it puts you on a new path. It's like a detour or something like that. Very paradoxical, right? But you are protected. That came through a lot here. So I'll read these oracles you have. You have dog. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. What masters have you been serving? Have you been serving, you've been putting all of your energy into something. Work, maybe a person, a mindset. You've been putting all of your energy in the wrong place. And this new moon is giving you this like epiphany that sets you on the right path here. And then, I shit you not, we have Wile E. Coyote, right? And I shuffled on camera, Roadrunner. So, Roadrunner, it says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. So again with humor, because coyote did mean humor and jokester energy. So a lot of trickster vibes. Maybe your spirit guides are sort of tricksters, or you are, but they're wanting you to see the humor in something. It's like maybe something happens that makes you say like, oh, that was so obvious. Why didn't I see that before? And it's like sort of funny and humorous. And it's something that you can look back on and laugh about. So very, very interesting. This is probably the paradoxical. I mean, that's probably something that you've been trying to figure out for a long time. And it's all of a sudden like, bam, like 360. No, not 360. 180. It's like a 180 degree, you know, sort of turn here. So what else? Oh, Mirror Guardian, Take time to reflect. Okay. Now I do see a lot of soul searching, shamanic journeying going on. And he's reflecting here. Okay. We have, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? We have pillar of, again with light. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Your vibration is rising. So yeah, you're going to get some sort of spiritual upgrade and ascension here. We did get transcendence, didn't we? So that means like going beyond the physical levels of things. And then on the bottom of the deck we have, let's see, Anna, grandmother of Jesus. And it says, seeding the light, not kidding, laying the foundations, not kidding, divine plan, not kidding. That is so synchronistic here. So this new moon is very fated, and it's very fated for you. It is written in the stars, sort of, that this, trust in divine timing. Trust in the divine. Yeah. They're putting you on your right path here. And it could be something like beyond your wildest imagination, something unfathomable, you know? So your values and possibly core beliefs are going to be changed here. But again, it's setting you on the right path for your destiny. So thank you, and I hope to see you again. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, anything like that would be super helpful and appreciated. Thank you. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 4, the starfish, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. So to start, we will look at your channeled messages here. You have the number 3, 2, 335, 2255, 385. So I will let you know what those mean real quick. And if any of these messages have a different meaning for you, take what resonates. I just wanted to look up the meanings just in case that would help. So the number 3 can represent creativity, the Holy Trinity, your mind, body, and spirit. And 2 can represent balance, love, companionship, and consideration. 385 can represent, okay, so the number 385 can represent how the changes you're considering are right for you. So don't be deterred. And how you should, you can let others guide you too. Family, friends. The number 335 represents courage. 22 represents precision, balance. It is the master builder. So basically you can build anything. 55 can represent success, progress, positivity, luck. Can also be change with the number 5 or completion with the number 10. Owl, that is that can represent how you see what others don't, or you see beyond deceit. Wisdom and courage again. Turkey, that can represent abundance. Let's see. Blessings from the earth. Connection to Mother Gaia. Okay, harvesting. Yeah, wait, that shows up. The importance of community and giving back. Having that you have enough. And cow can represent the divine feminine. So that's about nurturing and fertility. How you're safe in storms, meeting your material needs as well. So a lot about your material needs being met here. And then octopus can represent grasping, quick learning, like mental acuity, intelligence, camouflage. And then Jupiter can represent development, security again, higher learning again, that comes up. Confidence, integrity, expression, and prosperity. Pisces, so that's the dreamy energy, like the dreamer, very likable, very adaptable, immutable. Maybe you feel like you're not at home in the world. It represents like mysticism, mystical depth, and, you know, sensitivity, things like that. So, what else was in here? I heard, okay, so I saw A2. I saw an H, or the Pisces symbol, which I already discussed what Pisces meant. Jupiter, the letters K and X, but X could be a symbol. The letters S and L. The word house, gift, instructions, trouble. So maybe you received a gift and you're having trouble with the instructions. Let's see, which ones haven't I mentioned yet? Trust the niggle, I heard. I heard orphan. I heard wisdom keeper. I heard twinkle, twinkle, lots, and golden. So, what you're manifesting is independence and higher learning, basically. So, the energies we have. Gemini. So, this energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Then we have the 9th house, so Sagittarius, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So shamanic journey vibes again for this pile. Pile 3 was similar. A new start is coming. And nothing is yet set in stone. So adaptability and regeneration. The starfish is, that could be one of the meanings for starfish, regeneration here. Moving with the tide and being adaptable and things like that. So we have you as starting out as quite independent over here. Quite successful. But you're filled with all these options. And it could be related to your emotions. Your emotions could be all over the place, not knowing what to do, or, you know, having, whether you should go toward something or not. Or maybe you want to go toward all kinds of things, but you can't physically, you know, go toward all these things. So it's like, which one do you, you know, which path do you follow? But there's a lot here about you wanting knowledge and information. Then we have you here as the Queen of Wands. So she is independent. Again, she is creative. She is assertive and goes for what she wants. Male or female, I'm just saying she because it's the Queen of Wands here. But you're looking at what you've already done, what's already happened. And perhaps you have to walk away from one of these options and you're looking back at that. Or now you're seeing how things are starting to come to fruition here. Because we have you here, this is the pre-Empress card. And this is the Empress card. So you've made this, this new moon is helping you transition from here to here. So she is fertility, like the cow and turkey and all that. She is abundance. She is creative, creating things, birthing. So it could be a pregnancy, it could be a birth of an idea, creative project, just a regeneration or new lease on life here. But there is still this anxiety, okay, that possibly has you still worried or needing to meditate probably too. And that this is in regard to a heartbreak or the fear of a heartbreak here, or betrayal. Okay. But you are trying to find the answers here, because we do have a lot about higher learning, and this can be meditation. So your oracle cards to help you, you have Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. So maybe you're afraid of using your emotions here, because they weren't balanced at one time or taken advantage of. And then we have Walrus. So it says, remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to the signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. So yeah, there is a choice here that but you are very intuitive here. There's a spiritual aspect to you. Empathic, perhaps. And maybe that's gotten you hurt in the past. But their advice to you is to pay attention to the signs and the omens here. Because a new start is coming. There is a regeneration here. There is creating and things coming to fruition here. And then we have Cat. So it says it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over-dependency on others. So we have this independence energy here. So this is all about being self-sufficient and independent and creating things for yourself and learning so much here. So I think this new moon is going to help ascend you. Okay? Trust the niggle we had. We had instructions, and that says pay attention to the signs and omens. We did have orphan, and there is talk here about you being independent. Maybe you did feel left out or abandoned in something, or left a relationship. So with Owl, trust the niggle, wisdom keeper. Yeah, a lot of spiritual energy here. And gift. So I get the Hermit card from this, and the Hermit has that lantern with the star in it, and we do have Twinkle Twinkle and lights on here. Seeing beyond deceit. And then Pisces, yeah, there's definitely a lot of spiritual gifts coming through here. Wisdom keeper. So, recurring themes that we have, balance, building, we have master building, changes, wisdom, material abundance, and fortune, community and connections, mental acuity and precision, fertility, Mother Earth, things like that, creating. So it's sort of helping you break free and go on your own and do what you want, you know. Let's see if I get any messages from this. too many too, but they flipped over, so I feel like I should take them. We have Inner Temple, and it says Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yeah, it is. And Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So cut the cords and all this independent energy here. Yeah. It's helping you cut the cords. On the bottom of the deck we have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So yeah, you're being called to lead, my friend. So that is what I have for you, pile 4. Thank you, and please like, comment, subscribe. Anything like that is super helpful and super appreciated. So thank you again, and I hope you have a blessed day.